Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Farmer Jolly and this is episode 6 of my Let's Play series on Court Farm. At the end of the last episode, we'd just finished cultivating our fields, but we do have some weeds growing. If I show you on the map, here we go. So we've got some weeds in both field 74 and 73. We have got a weeder, we've leased it, so we'll run that round and get both those two fields completely sorted. You might remember if you watched the last episode that we'd just taken soil samples in all 4 of our fields, so that we were able to analyse the soil and work out what we need to do to look after the fields and get a better yield. We didn't actually get around to looking at the results of that, so we'll have a quick look at that first. So you can see that all fields actually have sandy loam in them, with 61 and 73 having loamy sand, and mostly 74, but a little bit in 75 having loam. If we come across, the pH is okay for, but it could be better, it could be worse, and the nitrogen is very low. So we will need to increase all of those. But to start off with, we will jump into the voucher and get those fields weeded. We were saying in the last episode what crops we're going to plant. So we're going to do 2 different crops, well 3 in total, because we're going to put grass in the, going past the gate again, we're going to plant grass in 73, but 74 and 75 are going to be linseed. I believe it was linseed. Yes, linseed, and 61 will be rye. We should be in the stage to plant those. Yep, so we can plant both of those. So we'll get, we're going to get the weeder unfolded. I'll do a couple of headlands, and then we will jump into the massey and make a start on planting the fields. So we'll just do a couple of headlands on this and set them off. So it goes a little bit slowly, but at least gets rid of all of our weeds, so that should be beneficial to us. So we will get this done, and then, like I say, jump into the massey and we'll make a start on seeding. So I will see you once we are ready to start the seeding. Back after that very short time lapse. Just set the voucher off on a worker, so they will crack on with that and hopefully get all of that field, if not the majority of the field, done. They might miss a little bit just due to the layout of the field, but I've just jumped back into the massey and we're just going to pull the seeder out. I'm just obviously filling it up with seeds, and then we will so you disconnect the weight and actually hook up to the seeder correctly, and make a start on seeding. There we go. Just being a little bit picky with how it wanted the seeds. Ooh. I thought 4 bags would completely fill it, but I was obviously wrong. So let's go and grab a couple more. I'm hoping that just another 2 will do. Let's open the tines a little bit more. Here we go. So hopefully 2 more bags will fill it. If I don't drop them first. Oops. Spin the camera around and lift. It might even just be the 1 more bag, but we'll see. We'll soon find out. This is where I'm completely wrong and we end up using all bags. I mean, it's looking likely. Ah, no, there we go. Has that done it? Looks like we might have filled it. Let's just back this up and try and reposition. Oops. Yeah, that's not dumping anymore. So, looks like we finally filled the seeder. So let's dump the seed bag back. Oh, not on top of the other seed bag. There we go. I'm making a complete mess of this. There we go. Right, that's a little better. Let's go and drop the weight off there. We will drop the front loader part, reverse back out of the shed and hook up to the weight, and then grab the seeder. Hopefully by the end of this episode we'll have all of our fields seeded. Yeah, there we go, full. We do need to we don't want to do wheat, we want linseed, which is there. There we go, so we've got the linseed selected, so we will make, actually, you know what? We're going to get the rye, and we'll do that field first, because hopefully, if we do rye, and then we'll go in field 61, then we'll go over to field 75, and make a start on the linseed. We then could be ready to start planting field 74. So we'll drop, right, there we go, so we're all unfolded. We'll turn the seeder on, drop it down, and we will get cracking and get these fields seeded, ready for the next harvest. So I will see you once we've made got a good progress of the fields seeded. I will see you in a bit. And welcome back after that time lapse. As you saw, we've got 61 all planted and we've made a start on 75, and the worker is just taken over. We'll get that finished off for us. And the worker in this field did really well, so I'll just double check in the map, but I believe, if we just jump into it now, believe that actually all of our weeds should be gone. Yeah, so 74 is ready to go, so we will get 73 also. I think we should fold this up. While that's folding, I'm just going to have a quick look at the contracts, see if there's anything there that would be worth taking. Potentially another baling contract. I know they take a bit of time, but they do give us good money. Ooh, cultivating field 109, 12,000. That might be a good one. I know I said we were going to use our own equipment, but I'm thinking for 16,000. We'll have a look at that. That's field 52. Potentially a heart. No, not that one. Thought it was going to be a nice one. Potentially ploughing. I don't know if we have a plough actually. We might. There's some sowing ones as well. So what was that forage one? Obviously we would have to use their equipment. Field 52. Where's field 52? It's not far from us. It would take some time. I'll have a think. That might be a next episode. That might be something for the next episode. So I'll have a think off camera, and by all means, if anyone else has any suggestions, let me know in the comments as to whether we should take that contract or wait until we've got our own equipment. One thing we've not done so far is check as to whether there's any new used machinery. It looks like we do have some new equipment. Don't think there's anything that we need at the moment. That John Deere is still for sale. I have installed a couple more mods. 65. Nah. Just wondered as to whether a fast track would be a good investment yet, but I think at the moment we'll stick with what we've got. We need to do a few more, do a few contracts, but today we're just going to focus on our fields. So we will. This shouldn't take us too long. There's not much that we need to get in this field because quite a lot of it was cultivated up. So we'll get this done, and actually let me just set that off on a worker for a minute and have a quick look. So we might be able to increase the pH on that. We do need to increase the nitrogen, which we will definitely be doing in this episode. So let's just let the worker get to the end of the row, otherwise they will lift the weeder, and then we'll have to reverse. I know they've missed a little bit, but they've not missed too much. So right, I will fire them now. There we go. So I think we will jump back into time lapse, and I will see you once this field has been fully weeded. So I will see you in a bit. so we've just got the last pass of weeds to remove, and we'll then go and put the weeder away. It's getting late on in the in-game day. There we go, so that's all done, so we'll lift that up and fold it. So yeah, it is starting to get a bit late in-game, and a bit dark, so hopefully we'll be able to get all three of the combinable crops in the ground, and we will try and get at least one load of fertiliser on them as well. So we'll go and put the weeder back and attach to the fertiliser spreader. I don't think, I'll have a look when we get in the shed. I think there's some lights I can turn on. Try not to crash. There we go, yeah, so if I just turn, have I got lights in here? There are lights, so where's the light switch? I'll just turn my HUD on. Right there. Turn on shed lights, there we go. That's a bit better, we can see it. Oh, we do have the front loader attachment, brilliant. I'm not sure how heavy it's going to be. It's going to be a bit too heavy for the Valtra, because the weight is currently on the Massey. And of course, I put the fertiliser spreader too far back, so we'll hook up to it from the front and put it on the floor. There we go. So we should, if I open the cover, let's go and put this just here. There we go. So if we now grab the front loader and we'll fill it with fertiliser. I think we will need to line the fields, but they definitely need fertiliser, so we'll get that done first. So hopefully the bags and the fertiliser spreader itself aren't too heavy for the Valtra without the weight, which they are. Right. That answers that question. Let's see if we can do two at a time. Yes, we can. So we might need to grab the weight off the Massey. We'll have a look. Just get these dumping. That's one done, and the second is nearly done. So it should take nearly 4 full bags, but I don't think it won't fully take the 4th bag. There we go. Let's get this full. There we go. So that's now full. Let's not leave the bag lying around. We'll just grab that. And put it back over in the corner. We will need to get more fertiliser, but at the moment we should hopefully have enough just for speed. We'll just leave the front loader there. So I'm not convinced this is going to work. We will find out. So are we going to do a wheelie? No, we're not. That's interesting, right. In that case then, before we end this episode, we will get the first application of fertiliser onto the 3 fields. That shouldn't take us too long. It's got a good working width. We are very light on the front end, so we probably should have the weight. But we will turn this on. I hope we can see where we're going. There we go, we can see it in the mini-map as well. So we will get these fields fertilised. Hopefully the field that the seeder is in will finish as well before we get to it. And I think we'll call it there for this episode. We will just, like I say, very quickly get the first application of fertiliser on. Not sure if they'll need another or not, but we will find out. At least it's got some fertiliser, so we'll have a better yield than previously. So I will carry on with this, and I will see you once it's done. Welcome back from that time lapse. As you can see, we've nearly finished the final field, but we've just run out of fertiliser, so I'm just going to run back to the yard and quickly, ooh, it's fallen right. This is going to be an interesting one. Let's just try and I need to stand up a bit better. Okay, so we can probably get it from there. So let's just back this up. Quickly disconnect the fertilizer spreader, and we're gonna have to very carefully try and get the fork through the bag like that. There we go. That wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. So we've not got much left to do, and we've not got much fertilizer at all. So hopefully, oh, that's it. It's going to be very tight as to whether we get this finished or not without having to go and get more. So we have 100 litres. Let's see what we can do. There's not much left at all. I thought we'd easily get all of the fields done. I wasn't paying attention to how much, oops, I've crashed, how much we had left in the hopper. But we're so close to getting this done. Let's see. No, we're running out. Okay, well, unfortunately, we didn't get all the fields prepared as far as we wanted, but we can get them finished in the next episode. So, thank you very much for watching this episode. I really do hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, hopefully we will see you back for the next episode. Thank you again.